Hey guys, Draven here. In case you haven't figured out, I do a lot of experimenting. So this year, one of the many experiments that I'm playing with was pinto beans. I've never grown pinto beans before, and I had no idea what to expect. So they're little bush beans. I did read somewhere that you're supposed to let them, if you wanted the actual dried beans, you need to let them die and dry out on the stalk. My reflection there. And, well, I got impatient because all the plants were fading and yellowing, and I'm just like, just pull them. There are only like 6 of them, so it's not like I'm going to have a massive harvest anyway. But what I have learned, and here I am shelling them, what I have learned, let me show you these guys here, is this one. You can see there's some green still in the coloration of the pod, and the bean, likewise, is very pale. It still has the distinctive pinto bean promise in here, but it hasn't been developed yet. It just hasn't been allowed to grow as long as it has. This one, I don't know if you can tell, but the shell is very dried out. It was very papery, and the peel just stripped right out and it popped right open. And these are what the beans look like there. So we have that pinto bean coloring all in, and it feels, it's not like dried, like a dried bean. I mean, I could cook this no problem, but this one I can score with my fingernail. I could probably score this one with my fingernail. Not easily. I could if I really pushed it. I don't want to. So anyway, just sharing with you my experience here. So next time when I plant my pinto beans, I'm going to not pull them off the vine when they look like that. I'm going to set these aside again as an experiment to see when these guys that have some green in them dry out, will the end result look like that, or they look more like that, which is what they were when they were pulled off the plant initially. So basically, if I let them dry not on the plant, will the beans finish developing? Kind of thinking no, but I don't know. These guys, no, they are a lost cause. They were still growing. The plant itself was dying out, so it had reached the end of its lifespan. So even if I had not plucked them, those wouldn't have had time to finish growing and maturing anyway. So my experiment now is to let these dry out and see what happens, especially the solid green ones, or the ones that have some green on them, or like this one is mostly done, but it's got just a little hint of green. So I'm basically just experimenting here to see what's going to happen at different levels. So anyway, just sharing this with you, and encourage you to experiment in your gardens and play and figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. And every time that you do a mistake like this, you're going to know it even better for next time. So anyway, hope that was helpful for somebody. Y'all have a good night and happy gardening.